Welcome back to my school bus conversion project. This past weekend, I took it for its first real outing to the Catskill Mountain Maker Camp in New York. This was my first time living in the bus away from home, and so that was pretty cool. I've installed a backup camera on the back of the bus, underneath the outdoor unit for the mini-split air conditioning and heating system. It's not necessarily the best place, but it means that I also have a good view of where the back of the liftgate is when I'm backing up, which it would not be able to see so well if I mounted it down where the license plate is. On the inside, this is all running off of a Raspberry Pi, which is connected to a little 7.5-inch screen, which just for now is running Firefox, showing the video input from the camera. It's not necessarily the best option for this, but I want to also eventually add other features to this, such as the ability to display directions or control sound or the climate or things like that. So I'm going to add those to this display down the line. This all runs off of the bus's 12-volt batteries, rather than the batteries that I'm going to be installing for my inverter setup. To control this and turn it on and off, I made use of the fact that the bus has this panel of switches here, and the interior light switch, which used to control the overhead lights in the cabin, is kind of useless because those lights got removed when I took out the original ceiling. So I figured out which wire originally went to that in the wire bundle back here and rerouted that to the internal wire here. I'm not very happy with it because it means that I've got an incoming wire that is black, which is actually a positive wire. So I marked the ground as green so I can at least try and remember why I've done some things, but I think I want to paint this wire red so I can remember that this is the positive terminal and not the negative terminal. But anyway, that means that I can control it from this switch here. I can turn it off now. It does take about 30 seconds to boot up, but that's fine because the bus takes a little while to start anyway. So once I got home, I got started on making a gantry crane for the back that would help me move heavy things around. I forgot to put the carriage on before I put it up. Oops. And there we go. We have a gantry crane that can be used to move heavy things along the workshop. Most of the time it's going to live down here at the back, because the ceiling already comes down a bit there. You have to duck to get out the door, and that way it's not in danger of being a head-hitting hazard during everyday use. And that will be it for this week's episode. See you all next week.